My name's Ben. I'm 16. I go to Mountain View High School, and I did not grow up in a Christian family. My dad was, but my mom wasn't. And because of that, there was a lot of unknown, and I didn't grow up with the beliefs or the thoughts of Jesus. So I remember a very specific day. I played hockey, and I remember it was bring your father, mother to skate with you. And my dad didn't know how to skate very well. So he's on the rink, and he's tripping and stumbling, but he was like, Ben, like, I can't feel my hand. He's like, I can't feel my finger. Afterwards, my dad, he went to go to the doctor to make sure nothing was wrong with him. And I remember we were all sitting in the family room, and I had this dream 2 nights prior where I saw my dad on the bed, very notably sick. And I remember sitting there, and I remember saying that Dad's not gonna be okay. And that's when we got the news that he had glioblastoma, which is stage 4 brain cancer, and that his life expectancy was 1 to 5 years. I was angry, and I didn't know what I was angry at. Sometimes I was angry at my dad. Sometimes I was angry at whatever thing was growing inside of him. But more, I was just angry at the world. I was angry at just everything. And that's why I fell into such a deep depression. You know, that's the thing, when people saw me and people saw the outside of me, I looked fine. I looked happy most of the time. And it just felt like just rock was just stuck in there, and I couldn't get it out. My dad had reached out to his best friend Kevin when I had asked and showed interest in going to church. And I went to the Mountain View campus for the first time, and I just remember it just felt like home. I always had this missing part in my heart. I always knew that there was gonna be something out there. I had that feeling in my heart, but I didn't know what. And I remember I prayed. I was like, God, if you are real, and if there's something you need to say to me, can you please make that apparent? And I remember it was about maybe 3 weeks until I eventually got that sign. It was like a spark in my chest, and I knew where it was coming from. Jesus was on my mind. I just felt the spark in his chest every time I thought of him. And so then I decided I'm gonna start pursuing this, because this hole in my chest was slowly starting to get mended. My dad, he went from being able to talk, speak, walk, to not being able to speak, not being able to walk, not even able to move his feet. And so he decided that he wanted to take this end-of-life medication. He knew it was his time, he knew he was ready, and I remembered then, that was the dream I'd had, and it was so real. And so I said my final goodbyes to him. When it all hit me about a month later, I realized that it was really real, and I couldn't go into the garage anymore to see him. And that reality really hurts my heart, but I know that in my heart, he'll always be with me, and he's looking down on me. And I really hope I'm making him proud and happy. And I know by following Jesus and by following God and his plan for me, that I'll be doing that. I'm Ben, and this is my story.